Tasia Williams, Deputy Director of the Reach Center, and I'm very honored to be able to exchange words with you all today, to offer some encouragement for your next steps on your journey. All these things are very important. I feel honored. It makes sense to me to start by asking all of our graduates to actually stand up so we know who we're celebrating. Before I go into my speech, congratulations. You were able to accomplish something very important in your life, on your journey towards whatever. You manifested something positive, something healthy. You're able to be an example not only for yourself, like the feeling of success and accomplishment for self is one thing, but also the people around you, your community, society at large. So thank you, we appreciate you, and congratulations. So something I feel like we all know is that this accomplishment, this manifestation is important, but it's certainly not the end goal. It's a step on the journey. And it's an important step, and it's something to be celebrated, and the fact that it's only a step is something that I personally celebrate because there's much more to look forward to. You have so much more that you can manifest and bring into the world. And the way that I feel like we do that most effectively is when we actually lean in and follow our biggest dreams and our deepest desires. And those things are hard to articulate, much less go for it. Because if we speak what we really want, what our dreams are, people often respond by saying, you can't do it, you're not skilled enough, you don't come from the right background to be able to do those things. Is that true? Have you experienced that? Yeah, a little bit? When we speak those things, we end up being fearful of judgment. We judge a lot. We judge ourselves and we judge each other. Even as I'm standing up here, I know people are evaluating me and what I'm saying. We got judgments. This is what we do as humanity, but we can also do something different and reach for something different. So I'm here to offer some words of encouragement around that piece because I feel like it's important. This is where we shine the brightest. This is where we're able to heal ourselves the best and be able to inspire the people around us when we actually lean in and follow our dreams and do what we really want to do. So some tips and tricks I have and I've utilized on this journey is number one, know what you know and don't let anyone take that away from you. We forget that humanity, our society, our world is constructed. We make this stuff up. And what people offer you in their opinions and saying you can do something or you can't is based on their own feelings, their own tastes, their own opinions. Why is your opinion not as valid as someone else's? And why is someone else's opinion having more space in your mind than your own? Your truth matters. Lean into that and don't let anyone take that away. And if you center yourself there, you can do more than you ever imagined and more than anybody expected of you. When I went to college, well, my journey getting there was interesting. I wouldn't say it was an expectation that that's what I was going to do. My grandmother is here. She could tell you some things. It wasn't necessarily an expectation. A lot of the feedback I got was like, you're mean, you're hateful, you don't listen to authority well, so this is going to be your end. But I leaned into myself. And then I went to college. I did pretty well for myself. My sophomore year in college, I managed a $40,000 budget for a speaker series. Mind you, I never was exposed to what a budget was. So now I have a budget of $40,000, and I never saw a budget in my whole life. And I'm trying to put together programs and make things happen. I had to lean into that place that feels uncomfortable, where you feel like you don't know, but you do know you have a desire, and you do know you want it for yourself. Go for it, you can do it, you can be successful. Leaning into places where you feel uncomfortable means you're leaning into a place where you're going to grow. Without discomfort, you will not grow. Think about the growing process for children. It hurts. When your bones start growing, when you're lifting weights and your muscles are expanding, it hurts. And that's okay, it's a part of the process. Don't get attached to that piece, know it's going to come, but know that you can figure it out. I'll tell you something, Google has been my best friend. I'm serious. You can learn almost anything from Google. I don't know much about a budget, but I'll figure it out on Google. Figure it out. Use your natural resources. Ask people around you, how is it done? How do you do it? We walk around and we pretend that we know things that we don't know. Everybody wants to say they have all the answers, they have it figured out. Mostly they don't, you know, but we project that. And it's okay to say I don't know something. And again, lean into the discomfort and learn and give yourself the opportunity to have what you really want. I'll say leaning into discomfort, as you're on that journey, that knowing what you know will be challenged. It will be challenged, and that's where you really have to double down and figure it out for yourself. So for me, still in college, my sophomore year, okay, I got a $40,000 budget, but I also decide I'm gonna run for the VP of Legislative Affairs in the student government. Mind you, I have no history of any political organizing, none of that. But that's what I wanted. I knew it was a desire, and I'm going for it. I was running against someone who ran the college Democrats, was a part of this United Nations, Young People, Professional Network, all these things. I ran against her, I won. That felt good, awesome, yay, did it. Right, but as soon as I won, they tried to take it away from me. They said, you didn't submit your receipts correctly, so you can't have your position. Mind you, I spent $75 out of a $250 budget. I submitted my receipts, administration checked it, I said, is it right, is it good? They said yes. Administration came and testified at the hearing. But what I know about why they tried to take that away from me is because they didn't feel like I knew what I knew. They didn't feel like I deserved the position I was going after. I had to double down and believe it for myself. What I knew is that I walked up on my opponent talking to leaders saying the only reason I won is because of the Ethnic Student Center vote. So I didn't deserve what's in front of me. People are always going to have reasons to tell you why you don't deserve what you have. You have to be convinced and know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you deserve everything that comes your way, and to try. If you don't shoot your shot, there's no choice, there's no chance. You gotta shoot your shot. And that's what I tell myself every day. Let me figure out what I really want, and I have to figure out how I can shoot my shot. You have to try. So that's number 3, try. It won't hurt you to try, but it will hurt you when you're at the end of your life and you feel like, dang, I didn't try. I really wanted this thing for myself, but I didn't go for it. Go for it. Try it out. You can do it. It's the places of our deepest dreams, our biggest dreams, our deepest desires that we just shine the brightest. It's important. So, do I have a brave soul in the audience who can raise their hand and say, I have a big dream and desire that I'm in the process of pursuing? Awesome. Awesome. That's what's up. Tell me, what is that?
Be a performer.
To be a performer. That's awesome. That's beautiful. Another person who rose their hand, can you tell me what that is? Oh, now y'all don't want to talk. That's the thing. That's the thing, because it's so fearful to speak things, because I'll share one. I see you, Victoria. I'll share one for me. A dream and desire I have in my back heart. Listen, I fancy myself a philosopher, and I carry around a little red book, and I write down my philosophies. I'm going to publish.
Don't. Stop it.
I do that sometimes. I cry sometimes. You got to go for it. You got to be able to speak it. Victoria, what's your dream?
Modeling.
Modeling. Go ahead. So I grew up in the church house. So I'm gonna do a little church house thing for you today. If you could turn to the person next to you and just look them in the eye and say, whatever it is you want to do, you can do it. You do that?
Whatever it is you want to do, you can do it.
Whatever you want to do, you can do it.
Yeah.
Hopefully it feels good for you. But truly it's important for me to write down my own affirmations. What is it that you want to do? And what words of encouragement do you need to offer yourself to get there? You can't count on other people to affirm you. You can count on yourself to affirm you and hold true to that. Remembering that you're valid and what you have to offer is unique and beautiful. And if each and every one of us were allowed to lean into ourselves and truly believe in ourselves, we could experience a beautiful world. I can see you in your full light. I can see you in your full light. And you will be offering me something that inspires me. Let's do it. Let's change the world. Thank you.